Greetings, gods and goddesses. My name is Shy Queens, and I'm coming to you today with another message. I'm speaking today to someone that is either Mrs. Intentional or Mr. Intentional. You are becoming very clear of who you are, what gifts you came to share, what work you came to do. And you are honoring that process one step at a time, one speech at a time, one movement at a time, one ritual at a time. You're starting to honor your process and using your tools to support you in the shifts, the necessary shifts that you need to make to become yourself. The self that you need to stand boldly. You are beginning to honor the law of giving when Spirit tells you to give, yet you are releasing the belief systems that told you you could not receive. You are allowing yourself to give and receive with great balance, with great clarity. You are coming out of hiding to receive and give and share your light. Because what was happening was a lot of us was desiring things that we were just wishing for. We were hiding from the very things that we desired. We didn't have the courage to be the part of ourselves that we know we are. We didn't have the courage to be intentional and step out in our true authentic selves. And so we were miscommunicating. We were crossing the wrong lines, and what we desired couldn't find us because there was a misalignment. But now we're giving ourselves permission to be honest, to be clear about who we are, right? To understand the spirit in ourselves. And what that's doing is it's opening doors. You're now beginning to attract the very things that you desired. The very mission that you desire, the very desires of your heart. And that's only because you begin to allow yourself to receive. They say be careful what you ask for. I more feel like increase your capacity. Ask for Spirit to increase your capacity to receive what you ask for. To know how not to sabotage what you ask for. Not to run for what you ask for, because you deserve it. You deserve it. You worked for it. You prepared for it. You've been preparing for this business. You've been preparing for this class. You've been preparing for this marriage. You've been preparing for this next season of your life. You've been preparing for this glow up. And so there's no reason to doubt at this point. This is the point of being. Doing as if it already is. Being intentional. And opening yourself up to receiving the life that you called forward, the life that you asked for, the you that you asked for. And it's going to take your inner vision. It's going to take for you to be clear about what it is that you want to allow yourself to be guided about. You're going to have to choose your own path. You're gonna have to choose your own path. It can't be everyone else's. It cannot be your family's. It can't be your friends. It has to be your own path. God didn't give you the desires of someone else's heart. And so it is going to take for you to allow yourself to be guided by the desires of your heart, by your inner spirit, by the God in you. You're going to have to give yourself permission to do that, to choose your own path, because you're already connected to the divine. You don't need confirmation from outside of yourself. Your inner self is telling you. Your intuition is telling you, that inner fire, that inner yearning, it's telling you what you desire. It's telling you who you really are, despite what the world tries to tell you, despite who the world tries to tell you you are. And everything, when you get to that place where you choose your own path, when you allow the divine to lead you, when you accept that you are divine, everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. Everything meant to beat you down will build you up, because you will know. You'll come from a place of knowing. That anxiety, that depression, that is no longer part of your paradigm, beloved. That is no longer part of your process. You now are yourself unapologetically. That God force, that goddess force energy that you decided that you were not going to hide anymore, and you were going to walk in. To some, it looks like brazenness. It looks like boldness. It looks like you're shameless. That's the energy. That's the God force. That's the life force energy that allows you to do your mission, to shine your light, to be your authentic self, your intentional self. It allows you to be who you are. Do what you are called to do, and then have the life that you desire. That's who you were called to be, intentional. We're no longer waiting for evidence to believe. We're believing first. And we're moving accordingly. We're moving accordingly to the things that we calling forward. I dare you to go from begging to calling it as it is, and believing it as it is, and moving as if it is. We're no longer letting the world tell you what you don't deserve, or what you can't have, or what the numbers are, or what seems impossible. It's now to the point where you're creating, alchemist, your life by your thoughts, by renewing your mind, by changing the way you speak about the things you desire. We release the spirit of lack. We release the spirit of minimizing self. We release the spirit of not knowing how to receive the very things we ask for in the name of being modest. Last time I checked, I was created in the image of my Creator. And I will never minimize my Creator. And so why would you minimize yourself? In the name of being humble, why would you minimize your dreams or your wants in the name of settling? Why would you do that? Because I know there's a God in me that equips me for greatness. That equips me for the desires of my heart. And it doesn't need to look like what others think it should look like. You are abundant. Abundance is your birthright. Riches is your birthright. Sacred initiations is your birthright. I challenge someone today to dream bigger. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. And watch God work. Do what awakens your soul. And even when you do it, try not to hide. Do what awakens your soul unapologetically. Love yourself out loud. The way you love yourself. Release the need to make it look like what the world needs it to look like. Be who you are. Do what you know you can do. Do what you came to this world to do. And accept the life that you created. Do what awakens your soul. Ask for a miracle today and allow it in when it comes. Our life is full of miracles, breakthroughs, fresh starts. Move towards it. Move, lean into it because it's here. For you are clarity. You are seeing clearly and you are allowing the process. Beautifully, beloved. And so we give thanks today because when we know what we know, it is our job, it is our duty, it is our responsibility to be intentional, to do better, to be better, to have better, to show up better, to stand better, to move better. Yes? We give thanks. And so if you're still listening at this point, feel free to sign up for a one-on-one if you're having trouble with standing in your truth, really. If you're going back and forth about who you are and who you're expected to be, and you haven't quite yet figured out what that looks like, feel free to sign up for a one-on-one or sign up for a workshop. You can email me. I'll place my information in the link below, and please feel free to ask a question because this is what I'm here for. I give thanks, and please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Good day.